Hi guys, Hayden from Sumstones here, and today I'm going to be talking about my 3DS. And this is going to be a buying guide on what games I think you should get if you're just joining the 3DS family or have been in the 3DS and DS family for years. These are best of the best. Now, I'm going to be doing this list in different categories. Gonna be doing original DS category, DSi category, and 3DS category. All of these games can be played on the original 3DS, original 2DS. There's no new 3DS exclusives in here. Not all of these games can be played on the original DS or DSi. The DSi games actually can't even be bought on DSi anymore. You have to have the 3DS eShop to do that. Now let's get into this. So first, gonna start off with some remakes for the original DS. Well, actually, just one remake. It'd be Super Mario 64 DS. Here, I got the original right here. Let me know in the comments which box art or cartridge art, like of these two, which one you like better. Now, I actually like this game better than the original because there's multiplayer, and I feel like you get more because you can play as Luigi, Yoshi, Mario, Wario, instead of just Mario. And you have the map on the bottom screen. And this is one of the first DS games I ever owned. So, here's some just originals on the DS. Next we got one some of you may have never played or may not like, but Lego Batman DS. I feel like this version is better on the DS than on the Wii, PlayStation, or Xbox. I did have this on PS2, but I enjoyed this version way more. So, I think it's a hidden gem on the system. I feel like you should check that one out. Alright, next up, we got Mario Party DS. This is one you probably want friends to play with. You can play it by yourself, but you probably want friends or family to play this game with. Now, I remember playing this with my cousins on the way to the beach, and we really had a fun time doing that. Okay, next up, I've got The Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass. This is a game where you actually have to use the stylus and the touchscreen to move. So I found that kind of annoying, but it's still a fun game. Okay, next up we got the sequel to the SNES classic Yoshi's Island DS. So what's funny is they actually have had a few sequels to Yoshi's Island, but that's actually a sequel to Super Mario World, which I kind of found that funny that there's sequels to that. But it plays exactly like the original. Of course, just with the DS controls. And I found that one to be really good and almost as good as the original. Okay. Next we got Pokemon White. Which, what I think is weird is... Okay, so, I don't know if the camera's going to show it, but if you can see this is a regular DS cartridge, and this is Pokemon White. Pokemon White is actually more of a black cartridge than this. This is more of a gray, and this is like more of a black. I don't know why, and I mean, the 3DS games are white, so why can't this one be white? Like, I just found that weird that it's completely black. And the 3DS, it should be in a 3DS cartridge because it's Pokemon White. I mean, Pokemon Yellow, Blue, and Red, and Gold, Silver, Crystal, they were all the colors. But anyway, that doesn't take it away from being a great game. This game is just your traditional Pokemon game. And it's Pokemon. I'm sure you know what Pokemon is. You catch these little creatures to help you fight, and you have to fight bosses. It's an enjoyable one. I prefer red version That's my favorite one. But that one is fun too if you don't have a Game Boy. Okay, next up, we got actually one series where I do have every game in it. That's Mario and Luigi. This is Bowser's Inside Story. They're making a remake on the 3DS. It's a Mario RPG where you get stuck inside Bowser and you have to play as Bowser and Mario. This is one a lot of people like, but I like this game better. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. This is the one where you go back in time to when Mario and Luigi were babies. And so you got twice the amount of players, twice the amount of fun. Okay, this is one I'm sure all of you, if you have a DS, or have had one for years, or even a 3DS, you probably have it. Same for the one after this. Mario Kart DS. It's Mario Kart. It's a racing game. It's the best racing game. And now, this is in my opinion, the best title on this list. New Super Mario Bros. This is the essential DS game. Like, if you don't have this one, go get it. This is the essential DS game. I think everyone should have this game, but I'm sure everyone does because it is the best-selling DS game. Okay, now we are going to go into DSi games. So I actually have to open this up because they're all digital. So, first one is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Minis March Again. I don't know if you've ever played a Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, but it's just kind of a puzzle game where you have to put stuff together. It's hard to explain. You have to put, like, obstacle courses together to get the Marios to where they belong. That whole series is sort of a hidden gem, because this is one I know a lot of people probably don't know. But next, got Mario Clock. This is just a game where when you have nothing to do, this is something you can do. It's not really much of a gameplay. It's just all collecting coins, and then you go on to the next stage. It's probably the most boring game on this list, but it's still a hidden gem. Okay, now we're going to the 3DS games. And we're going to start with some remakes. So, start off with Star Fox 64. Star Fox is a game where you're in a rocket ship, you have to shoot down all the enemies, and it first aired on the Super Nintendo, and they just released the SNES Classic with Star Fox 2. Star Fox 64 is one a lot of people like on the N64. I don't have it on the N64, but I have it for the 3DS. Okay, next we got another one that I have digitally. Majora's Mask 3D. Now, there is one Zelda game on the N64 that people like more. Oh, actually, I do have Majora's Mask on the N64. You needed the expansion pack to play this game. Right. That's like another $20. That's probably something a lot of you have. Now, you know what I find really cool about this game? What I find even cooler than the box is the cartridge. How it's like this 3D image. Kind of like a 3DS screen. So, like, yeah, let's turn the 3D on. And I think you can see that it's on. But it's sort of like that. So that was kind of cool how they did that with the cartridge. I don't know if every edition had that. I think there were very few editions that didn't, but there were some that didn't. Now, next, we got Ocarina of Time 3D. This was the other Zelda game I said that people like better than Majora's Mask. I don't really think the 3D is that good on this game. If you have the new 3DS, it's obviously better. I have a friend that has one, and I played it on his. But with the face tracking thing, it's way better. But it's still good. I think, of course, I think it has better controls than the N64. I think a lot of things do. Okay, next. Oh, wait, actually, before we go to next, here's the N64 version. Okay, next I got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And I do have this one. It is on my 369-in-1 Game Boy Advance cartridge. I actually haven't started it on there because I've been playing this one. It's probably basically the same. This is the Mario RPG that started it all. That's actually what it says on the back. I actually just read that off the back. But this was the one that started it all, and definitely one of the best. But what I find weird is this one has amiibo support, and the original one, there weren't even amiibos when it came out. So that's kind of weird. So you know how I said ports? Well, I don't really know if this one is a port or a remake, so I'm going to put it in between the remakes and the ports. But, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. It's Donkey Kong Country. One of the best SNES games. And, it's just Donkey Kong Country. It's not like the original Donkey Kong you'd find in the arcade, but yeah, I think it's better, honestly. And now we're going into ports. Now, these aren't exactly ports, but they either were released on the 3DS first and went to another system, or they were released somewhere and they were on more than one systems at the same time. Okay, so this one I have digitally would be Mario Maker. And this is just one where you make your own Mario levels. They can be as hard and as easy as you want. You gotta beat levels to get more accessories for your levels. It's a really fun one. If you don't have it, I recommend you pick it up. Okay, next. I don't have the version for the Wii U. So, I played it once, but that was a while ago, so I don't really remember what it's like. Here, that version's supposed to be better. But next, we got Super Mario 3D Land. It's from the Wii U Super Mario 3D World. Which actually, this one just became a Nintendo Selects 2, like this one. So, it's fun. I haven't played the Wii U version as much as I played this one. I'm much farther in this version than on the Wii U version. But this is definitely an enjoyable game. And one more port, I think it came out on the Wii U first. And it's also on PS4, 3DS, Nintendo Switch. Okay, now you know what I'm talking about. Shovel Knight. Treasure Trove. There is a cheaper version, but if you buy this game, this version of Shovel Knight, it does come with that cheaper version. But if you only want one of the Shovel Knight games, you can get that version. And probably the best one. I haven't really played the other ones that much. I did play them a good amount. I'm kind of stuck on a level because this one's very challenging. Okay, original DS. Let's start things off with Box Boy. It's a puzzle game where you have to use the block who can jump and make more blocks. And you have to find a way to get him to the end of the level. Okay, next we actually got one that I am not a huge fan of, but I say it's alright. I am going to put it on this list, but there are many better variations of this game, and if you have a GameCube, a Wii U, like just any other system that has this game on it, I recommend you get that version instead. Paper Mario Sticker Star. It's an RPG. It's alright, but I recommend... Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention N64. I haven't really played many of the other ones, but I'd probably recommend the other ones over this one. I have played Super Paper Mario, and that is a great game. Now, I got a lot of these digitally. But, I'm gonna do Mario Party the Top 100. Now, this isn't one my cousins and I can play on the way to the beach because they all have original DSs and I have the 3DS. But this is one my friend and I play, and he enjoys it. I like it. I like how you can just pick whatever minigame you're gonna play. And you can play it the traditional Mario Party way. You actually can pick the game you want to play. And you don't have to do a board game. Okay, next I'm going to do one that just recently became a Nintendo Selects, like Mario 3D World. 3D Land. Ultimate NES Remix. This is on the Wii U, but I don't know how it is on the Wii U. I don't have it. But it's good on the 3DS. It's not what you think it is, though. It's not going to be Kirby, the full game of Kirby's Adventure, or the full game of Mario 3, or the full game of Zelda 2, or whatever NES game you like. It's challenges from those games. So, like, you're playing Kirby as Mario, or you're playing Mario as Kirby. So it's that kind of thing. Okay, next, I got Hey Pikmin. There's probably better Pikmin games, but this is the only one I have. I don't have any of the other ones. But I do enjoy this one. It's like the Zelda game. You have to use the touch screen. You use the circle pad or the D-pad to move. And you use the touch screen to throw the Pikmin. Like Olimar's doing here. Okay, next, we actually have one that I haven't started yet. But I just recently got it. But I am going to put it on this list because my friend told me it was really good. Pokemon Moon. So it's just a traditional Pokemon game. Since I haven't played it, I can't say much about it. I do know in Ultra Moon you can play as yourself. I think you can in this one, but I don't know. I haven't started yet. Okay, so next we've got Fun on a Budget. This is a digital download only. Just like Box Boy. This is another Fun on a Budget. Kirby's Blowout Blast. I think it's like $7 or $8. So it's under $10. It's a very fast Kirby game. This is actually one of the very few games on this list I've actually gotten the full way through. I didn't beat any of the bonus levels, but I beat the normal game. I haven't gotten the bonus levels either, but this is the first Kirby game I ever played. And like I was like, I don't really know if I'm going to like Kirby, so I'm going to get this cheap one and see if I like it, and I loved it. And I got the next game on this list. Is Kirby Triple Deluxe, another Nintendo Selects title. And it's just a normal Kirby game. And there's like other games in with the bundle. So that's why it's called Triple Deluxe. Okay, next we got one I haven't really played too much. That's Luigi's Mansion. I liked what I played, but I kind of just have to understand. I just have to find a way to understand what to do. They are remaking the original GameCube version. I do not have that game, but maybe I'll get the remake. Next, I haven't really played a whole lot, but then I'm kind of stuck too. But this just became a Nintendo Selects. Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds. And, you know, I really do like how it is the classic Zelda type. But it's kind of hard for me. I'm not really too good at the Zelda games. But I've tried it this one. It's just a bit hard for me to understand what to do. And then we got the sequel to my favorite game, which I don't like as much as the original, but that's New Super Mario Bros. 2. It's just your normal Mario side-scroller, just like the original. It's basically the same game, just with 3D graphics, and it's all about coin collecting. Okay, next I got Mario Kart 7. This is an essential. I'm sure a lot of you have it. But I do recommend Mario Kart DS over this one. And I think Mario Kart DS isn't worth as much either. So that's a better value. But this one is also very good, and you wouldn't be going wrong either way. Okay, next I've got another digital game. I've got Mario and Luigi Dream Team. This is another Mario RPG where you go into the dream world of Luigi, and you have to fight battles, and I am not far in it, and it's supposed to be really long, I heard. Okay, next I got one that I like better than Dream Team, which would be Paper Jam. This one has Paper Mario in it. Oh, and speaking of, like how I said Paper Mario wasn't that good on the 3DS, this one's way better. So I definitely recommend you get this one over Sticker Star. I'm not really sure which one's worth more or less. I think this one's worth a little more, but it's definitely worth the extra $5 that it's worth. Okay, I've got one more game to present to you, and that is Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. You know it had to be on here. It's Super Smash Bros. Now, I do prefer Melee over this one, but if you want Super Smash Bros. On the go, this is the one to go with. Okay, now that I think about it, this one should have been in the ports section because there's a Wii U version, but whatever. I'm not gonna redo this video. Just to change the position of one game, but Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. This is a must-have. And there is one thing that I hate about this game. It's the loading times. See, I have the original 3DS. I don't have the extra C-stick. It's not showing. Okay, there it is. See, I don't have the extra C-stick. But it takes forever to load, but it is one great game. Now, if you have a GameCube, I obviously recommend this one. But this one can get very pricey. I've seen it at the exchange for $70. But it's maybe worth about $50. Anyway, this is my 3DS buying guide. I can give you some tips. I would say if you want a cheap system, but you just want a way to play these games, you don't even care how, you can get the 2DS, which it's not all perfect, but it's pretty good. It is permanently open like this, it can't do this like mine, but it is a more comfortable feel. It's less portable, and it is packed with this game. Actually, there's a few it can come with. It can either come with this one, or where did I put it? Or this one. I'm not even sure if the Zelda one's still out. It might have been discontinued because it was just a limited edition. But I would definitely say get the one with Mario Kart 7 because Mario Kart 7's the most expensive one. The games come digitally, so it won't come out of the box like this. You just get the cartridge and you put it in, and then you just get it there. You have to download it, which I actually prefer the digital version over the cartridge because you got it everywhere you go. I will say this, new Super Mario Bros. For the DS can tend to get very expensive. And I would just say you should get it for, I think it's worth like $15. You can get it online on eBay or something like that. And for the Nintendo Selects, I would just say get it digitally. On the cartridge, you're only going to be paying a little more, probably if you get it online plus shipping. So I would just say get those digitally. They're all $20, and one of them's $15. But that's a Frozen game. You probably don't want that one. I don't even know why that is in Nintendo Selects. But so that's my 3DS buying guide. I didn't put any accessories on here because I don't have any, but I know a popular one, if you have this one, is the Circle Pad Pro. It's just an extra circle pad like the new 3DS. Okay, this video is getting really long, so I'm gonna go. Please have a nice day. I hope this helped you out.